Hi, I'm Himanshu, Chief Sales Officer for Inframantra, and very fortunate to be sitting next to Mr. Harinder Dhillon, who's the Senior Vice President for Sales for BPTP, a name that needs no introduction in the real estate industry, a veteran from this industry. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you so much, Himanshu ji. All good. Wonderful to be interacting with you once again.
Absolutely. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah.
So, BPTP Downtown 66.
Right.
जहाँ देखो buzz है इस product की. What prompted this product, BPTP Downtown 66?
So BPTP, first of all, has been a remarkable rebound story. Yes. You know, in terms of if there has been such a huge comeback success story in recent times, especially in northern India, it is BPTP. So, of course, land bank was always a plus with BPTP. But having delivered all projects, having delivered the kind of lifestyle,
Yes.
you know, all of this, basically the factor behind it was goodwill. Generating that brand image, generating goodwill. Of course, deliveries of all projects have happened well. Some of our townships are today, they stand out in the market and get highlighted for the, you know, the quality of the infrastructure that we delivered, be it parks, be it open spaces, be it the quality of the, you know, the amenities, the sports facilities, street lighting, clubhouses, again, you know, talked about as 7-star properties, better than any 7-star hotels, if I may add. You know, so all of these have brought back BPTP into the limelight in a very strong fashion. Of course, Faridabad was where the entire story started.
Yes.
We are, without sounding too pompous, definitely the best over there and the biggest in terms of Greater Faridabad. And coming to Gurgaon, in terms of all locations within Gurgaon, you know, the entire Dwarka Expressway stretch from the Delhi border, Sector 113, right up till Sector 99, you know, one project after the other. Land bank is there. The first ones of the block were Verti Greens and Gaia Residences that we did this financial year, which were fantastic successes.
Huge success.
More than 70% stock of the entire 12.8 acres already sold. People have earned well also. Construction has now started with a big bang. Coming on to Extension Road, yes, Sector 66, we had already delivered Park Prime and Mansions, and it is a standout project in its own right. Downtown 66 has taken luxury to a different level. So it's definitely the, you know, the glass facade with metal cladding stands out. Intelligent luxury has been repeated. The concept of intelligent luxury stands out because, you know, today in Gurgaon, luxury and wellness are so much abused without really getting into the depth of what exactly luxury is. You know, so for example, if you look at any Gurgaon housing society today, at peak office hours or in evening hours, you have to wait 10 to 15 minutes to access your lift. Basic things like that. In summertime, it's a pain to even have a swim because it's so crowded. You need to book your gymnasium space in advance. You need to book your tennis slot in advance. So, you know, we applied our minds to all of that. That's the reason why we came up with this concept of, you know, 6 lifts per tower.
Wow. Okay.
Multiple gymnasiums, multiple swimming pools, including indoor swimming pools. The entire concept of every facility being there at your doorstep, you know, be it the best of retail, all social infrastructure, be it the best of schools, the best of hospitals, all offices nearby. You're just very, very close to the golf course road. You know, so despite all of that, providing all superlative luxury facilities intelligently and at a very affordable price. Here is this project that we've gotten with a very good relaxed payment plan. Good configurations of 2500, 2900 square foot and at prices which are affordable. So 20,990 is a no-brainer. And on top of that, we've given an inaugural of 1,000. So for the customer, it comes to 19,990. So which is in fact, that is the kind of price that we are already commanding on Dwarka Expressway. But in terms of plug and play, there's no location like golf course extension.
Absolutely.
So if we are comparing if we've taken the pricing of Dwarka Expressway and rather lower than Dwarka Expressway and positioned it over here, I think it's a no-brainer for investors and end users to put in their money over here.
बिल्कुल, मैं यही कहने वाला था कि ये प्राइस तो दे इवन द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे कमांड्स हायर प्राइसेस देन दैट, तो या करके आई थिंक आपने मार्केट को लिटरली हिला दिया है बाय कमिंग अप विद दैट, एंड दैट टू इन अ प्लेस लाइक सेक्टर 66. तो इस सेक्टर की डेवलपमेंट आप कैसे देखते हैं अगले 3-4 सालों में? हाउ डू यू सी दैट?
It is a prime sector. Of course, if you look at downtown 66 location as such, the dividing sector road between sector 66 and 67, it is barely 80 meters from that. So it's within stone's throw away from the entire sector road. So it is in the hub of everything. Sector 66 has come up very well. So it is an inhabited sector. It is accessible to all social infrastructure and the kind of lifestyle that an international city like Gurgaon is used to and deserves. So I think that is a hallmark as far as the location is concerned. And as far as the project is concerned, yes, the concept of intelligent luxury, again, being developed, being constructed by one of India's biggest construction companies, Nagarjuran Construction Company, NCC, which is a listed and a very old construction company. So I think in terms of the quality of construction partners also, it demonstrates our complete intent on delivering a product that is quality, luxury and superlative in terms of foresight and the future as well. I think the focus is to deliver the customer value and a product which we have got today in a price range of approximately 5 to 6.5 crores. That today is going to be appealing to that segment that was feeling a little left out even by the product size, even by the payment plans, and of course the kind of amenities that we are bringing on board.
And even for the amenities, जो आपका क्लब हाउस है, जो आपकी लैंडस्केपिंग है, I think you have involved some of the biggest names that are there internationally.
Absolutely.
And also, these names give somebody like me or anybody who's trying to invest in this project
Great amount of confidence.
Confidence because of quality. Quality पे कहीं कोई compromise नहीं.
And the intent. And you look at it, we've already started the de-walling, the excavations. As far as Sector 66 downtown project is concerned.
So we are getting a very positive response initially from the market itself for downtown 66. So how do you see it, considering the overall market climate and everything?
So fantastic response. I feel that, and this is something that I want to be very candid about. We sometimes overreact in terms of whatever is happening around us. If you look at it historically, if you remember the COVID time, 2020, even 21, no one was expecting the market to be rebounding so strongly immediately after COVID. And that is what I'm telling right now also. Yes, there are global concerns, there are geopolitical issues that are happening right now. But I personally feel that this is going to wrap up. The moment it comes, we all come through out of all of this. The way the market is going to bounce back is going to be very, very strong, and that is something that people don't realize today. It is going to be a similar thing repeating what had happened in 2021. I feel this Diwali is going to be a bumper Diwali, and I also feel that it is the right time for people to invest, because a product like Downtown 66 at the kind of price that it has come at is a real bargain. And one thing definitely should be looked at, which I want to highlight. You should be very careful with the developer that you're selecting for your property investment. I'm not saying that new developers who have just come on board are to be not taken in the right manner, but I think definitely seasoned and experienced developers have an edge, especially in these conditions.
And there are recent studies that show that customers are more moving towards branded developers, and when it comes to a brand name with a legacy, I think very few names come closer to BPTP.
And we continue to do. That is why Astoria today is the jewel in the crown as far as Dwarka Expressway. No other township comes close to it. Similarly, on Southern Periphery Road, Estair Gardens.
Absolutely.
You look at Faridabad, of course, the entire Faridabad, Greater Faridabad itself has been developed by us, but there also township like Pride stands out. So these are some of the examples that are that highlight our intent, our legacy, our entire background.
So if there was one message that you would want to give to the investor and one message to the end user, what would that be?
For the investor, is the right time. Don't wait for the geopolitical scenario to become better. That is when you're going to get properties at much higher prices. End user, look at the correct developer. I would recommend BPTP very strongly. There are 2-3 other seasoned developers also, but I would say BPTP because product, location and price all tick mark. So grade A developer, fantastic legacy, product very intelligently thought through, the best of consultants already on board, right intent because work has already started, and fantastic price. So I think we are ticking all boxes today.
All of them.
Today that India is a different story. Post RERA, only serious developers continue to exist. Only those developers who will be able to deliver well, deliver quality and deliver within time frame are today in the market and they mean business. So I think that is a very strong change, and I personally feel overall the interest from overseas, the NRIs is quite strong even today, and domestically I feel it is the right time for people looking for an investment, a good return, and even end users to put in their money for a product like Downtown 66 is just the right time.
Well, I could not have said it any better. So please reach out to your relationship managers and book your priority site visit right now to know more about Downtown 66 and see it with your own eyes. Thank you, Harinder.
Thank you.